Shout Out Sunday, episode number 49. We're damn near 50. All right. Next episode is going to be the big draw. Now, what the heck is the big draw? Well, if you haven't been paying attention, then you don't know what the big draw is. But that's okay. What it is, we've got the 1 year anniversary coming up on February the 10th, which is episode number 52. Well, on episode number 50, we'll do the big draw out of the big goofy hat. Now, how many of you can say you're in here? I see a lot of names, and I see a lot of the same names. So if you've been consistently sharing, well, I bet you that there's a pretty darn good chance you're going to get drawn. Next episode, Shout Out Sunday, episode number 50. Because episode number 51, that weekend, we're going to go for a little trip. And do you know why we're going for the trip? Well, it's part of the prize. It's part of what you win. You get to decide who gets $500 cash delivered straight to their door. And we get to go on the trip. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck are you doing, Colton? It's 11 in the morning. Go have a coffee. Well, let me tell you, I'll be on the road at 7 p.m. today, heading straight north into the frozen tundra. So I won't be able to give you a live version. So I figured, might as well do it at 11 in the morning. So at 7 p.m., when you normally watch Shout Out Sunday, you can just go ahead and do that. But I'll be on the road. So come on, and let's have a good episode. I'm pretty pumped. We got episode 49 here. I just can't believe how close we are to the 1 year anniversary. Grandma Peggy, hi-ho. How the heck are you? I hit the wrong woo. That's okay. Those guys are beauties. I talked about the hat. That's the big thing going on right now. I've got some things to tell you. We got shout-outs. It's been a great week. I had an excellent week, and I'm sure you did too. Because, well, it's the middle of January. How do you not have fun in the middle of January? You know what I'm saying? But we're here to give some shout-outs. So let's get right down to brass tacks. A little song. Here.
Y'all give me some shout-outs here. It's Shout Out Sunday, funny it's true. But the next shout-out be going to you. If you can spare a buck or two, we'll deliver some hope along with you. Here.
Alrighty then. So we're going to kick the week off with Monday, January the 14th. Now, I've got to give a big old shout out to vegetables. Why the heck am I giving a shout out to vegetables? Well, this week, Ashley and I decided to do a 7-day juice cleanse. We've been going through vegetables like you would not believe. Feel amazing. Pretty hungry all week, but, once we hit Thursday, then we went for dinner. But we'll get to Thursday. But we knew we were going to fall off the train because we had these dinners planned for the first 4 days. Whew, it was actually the vegetable juice. Like it was actually pretty tasty. You put an apple in there and sweeten her up and just, not too pretty bad. So I'm giving my shout out to veggies. So veggies, without further ado, here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout-outs here.
And moving on into Tuesday, January the 15th. I got to give a big ol' Gigglin guru shout out to Miss Ashley Knight. She, last week, I believe it was, my 4x4 just quit working on my truck. So we brought it into Ford, and they figured out they needed to do a total overhaul on the transfer case and install a new solenoid. Well, Ashley drove me from the dealership to work, and then from work back to the dealership. Now, it might not sound very important, but let me tell you what, she didn't forget me this time. Last week, she forgot me at work. So I got to give you a big shout out, Ashley, because you remembered me. You remembered your boyfriend. I appreciate that. I love you, Ashley. Here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout-outs here.
Moving on to Wednesday, January the 16th. What the heck did we do on Wednesday? Well, we got home, we were tuckered, and we decided to go on a bit of a marathon. So I got to give a shout out to the boys down on Jump Street. That's right, 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. We did the old back-to-back, the old double whammy, if you will. And just hilarious. We're just in tears watching these movies. Those guys are so funny. If you haven't seen 21 or 22 Jump Street, highly recommend it. Go check it out. So, boys down on Jump Street, here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout-outs here.
Okie dokie. Moving on to Thursday, January the 17th. I got to give a big old shout out to Craig and Tara. We went out for dinner with them out at Earl's and had an absolute blast. I do got a little picture that's going to accompany this quite well because it was Mr. Craig's birthday. So big old happy birthday to you, buddy. And it was nice having dinner with you, and you guys are off on your trip. Hope you have an awesome freaking time because we sure had a blast with you at dinner. And I'm really excited to see some pictures. So without further ado, here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout-outs here.
All right, and we're just going to keep on trucking. We are hauling today. We got Friday, January the 18th. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because the shout out is for something without a name. So, a gnome. Now, listen, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or not, but I posted a photo up there because, well, we're looking for a name here. We're looking for a name for this little guy. So I got this traveling gnome for Christmas. Well, it's going to come with me everywhere I go. So we got to get a name for this guy. Now, if you go over on Instagram on the Gigglin Guru page, there is a bunch of names on there. There's some freaking good ones. There's Gnomeo, Sherlock Gnomes, Jerome the Gnome. There's a bunch of them. I'm looking for a name. So what my plan is here is I'm gonna pick a bunch of the favorite names and I'm gonna make a post on Facebook and you're all just gonna vote on it. Let's see what we can name this guy. If you have any name suggestions, pump it in the old comments there and let me know. Let's get those names thrown into the hat, if you will. So I got to give Gnome a shout out because I was just hanging out on Friday, chilling with my gnome at home. It was awesome. So, Gnome, here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout-outs here.
And we are moving on into Saturday, January the 19th. I got to give a big old shout out to my mom and dad. They took us for dinner for my birthday, for Lacey's birthday, and we had some steak and some lobster and some wine, and ooh, look at those happy characters. Man, did we have fun. Yeah, what an excellent way to turn 30. I'll tell you that for sure. So, Mom and Dad, thank you so much for taking us for dinner. And then we went and played some Wizard, and I didn't win, but usually I do. I'm really good at that game, eh? It was a blast, and thank you so much. So, I'm going to give you a big old shout-out.
Yo, give me some shout-outs here.
So we're moving into Sunday, January the 20th. Well, what the heck am I doing today? It's only 11, and I'm already up, and I've already got shout-out Sunday tackled. Ain't nothing slowing me down. The whole reason that I'm out of here is because I've got some work to do up north. So how am I getting up there? Well, Mr. Mike Jardine is driving me all the way up north into the frozen tundra. So, Mike, thanks for cruising because I'm going to be snoozing. Thanks a lot, buddy. And you know what? Here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout-outs here.
I like that. So that wraps up the shout outs for episode number 49. So I'm going to wrap it up with a quick song here, and then I'm going to let you know what the heck's coming up. Y'all ready?
Yeah. Yo, give me some shout-out here. It's shout-out Sunday, funny it's true, but the next shout-out be going to you. If you can spare a buck or two, we'll deliver some hope along with you. Yeah.
All right, episode 49, that is about a wrap. Now, the big hat. If you want to get in here, and I'm sure you do, because you can win some pretty sweet prizes. It's a 3-part prize. Part number 1 is you get a Gigglin Guru hoodie. Part number 2 is you get to decide where all of the donations for next year's shout-outs go. And number 3, well, I just revealed it last episode. You get to decide who gets $500 cash, and I will hand deliver that cash to them as long as they're in BC, Alberta, or Saskatchewan. And I will do that the following weekend. So if you want to get that sweet prize pack, you got to share an episode. And as soon as you do, your name gets entered into the crazy hat. So go ahead and get sharing. I know Grandma Peggy is killing it on the share game. So you got to catch up. And you only got, like I said, you only got a week to go, because I will be drawing live on the air next week for episode number 50 to see who wins. Thank you guys so much for tuning on and staying with me to the end, because, well, I freaking love doing this. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always watching and always commenting, always liking, always sharing. And you know what? We'll catch you next week. All right. Thanks, guys.